It was just before evening of day 6, and God looked all around. God saw that everything that God had done, had created, had spoken into being the past 6 days was very good, was very good. Then God blessed us with evening, and now God has blessed us with another new day, day 7, and God proclaimed day 7 as the day of rest. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner, Hill Holt McCain Cash Johnson, blessed to be a part of that goodness that God saw, that God had created, and you as well. So we're all indeed blessed on this day 7, this day of rest, which is also Mother's Day. And so on this particular day, I have selected for us to hear and to meditate on and to keep embraced within the palms of our prayers this generation and this day in particular all day long. Epilogue, the wife of noble character. That's in Proverbs 31, and we'll read through the end of the prologue. And I will have something to say after I finish, believe me. A wife of noble character, who can find? She is worth more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good and harm all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still dark. She provides food for her family and portions for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds the distaff and grabs the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms for the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband, her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Now, let me just say this, that I recognize all women, mothers, grannies, aunts, nieces, sisters, all women who have had to serve as mothers. And in my recognition, I also lift up husbands and fathers, brothers, uncles, cousins, because at some point in time, all of us, all of them, have had to serve in some capacity as mother, and have had to take care of mothers. But just let me share this. I had the privilege when I was assistant pastor at a small Baptist church in Seattle to preach the Father's Day sermon. The only time I've ever preached a Father's Day sermon, and I chose this passage to preach from. And the pastor, the senior pastor, asked me, "Why are you preaching from the wife of noble character?" Key verse here. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. Now, woman, a wife of this caliber, has the right and does and will select someone who also matches her attributes. So I give praise to the men. There's a sermon that goes along with this, and also here talks about her children. So I honor mothers, wives, husbands, children. And we are taught earlier in the scriptures to honor your father and your mother and your father, so that their days may be longer. So on this day of rest, embraced within the palms of my prayers, mothers, and all of you who have had to serve as mothers, as well as husbands and men and brothers and uncles. And I don't believe that I'm too far-fetched in my recognition of mothers and who it is they are privileged to choose to be their mates until death do they part. That's what God told me to say this morning, and I do obey. Yes, this is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams, Foster Hall, Harvey Brown, Fontaine, Turner, Hill, Holt, McCain, Cass, Johnson, knowing and having every confidence that yes, just before evening, we will saw, that God will see, and God will saw that it was good. So let's just get on up and go on out and do what God has ordained us to do. Follow Jesus.